Home means something different to everyone. But with Rocket Mortgage, home can mean even more. It can mean a college education, taming your high-interest debt, even a renovation. We've made it easier than ever to use your home equity. That home you worked so hard for, now it can work hard for you. Call 800-4ROCKET or visit rocket.com to find out more.
Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in all 50 states, and MLSConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
Running a business comes with a lot of what-ifs. But luckily, there's a simple answer to them. Shopify. It's the commerce platform behind millions of businesses, including Thrive Cosmetics and Momofuku, and it'll help you with everything you need. From website design and marketing to boosting sales and expanding operations, Shopify can get the job done and make your dream a reality. Turn those what-ifs into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
Hello. It's me, Dan, trying to learn how to say hello at the beginning of these. Welcome to another episode of the Man Dog Pod. And hello, I am one of your hosts. I will be joined by Ryan Rosenberg and our guests for today's episode, Zach Reino, Hillary Ann Matthews, two Grand Slam hitters. It's a blast. And before we get into it, I just want to let you know that we have been checking in. I want to let you know that we've been checking in. I don't want to let you know that. That's just the truth. We have been checking in on our rankings as a Patreon podcast. I said, I believe 3, maybe 4 weeks ago, that by the end of June, I want to hit 900 subscribers. You all have been so lovely subscribing. Thanks to everyone who's joined. We have gotten up to 896 with a week to go for my goal that I set arbitrarily. So, if you're listening to us for the first time and you'd like to check out what we have on the Patreon, or if you're a long-time listener to our free episodes and want to join us just for a month for $5, $8, $15, whatever you'd like, it's patreon.com/mandog. In the 2 higher tiers, we've added a little perk where you can ask us a question that we'll read on the episode. You can tell us a story we'll read on the episode, or you can do a little Am I the Asshole, where you tell us something you did, and we decide, are you the asshole? So please give it a check. What is that phrase? Give it a check if you'd like. We'd be happy to have you there. And we are really trying to catch up to Adam Conover, who rocketed ahead of us. He is now the 375th most popular Patreon podcast. We're at 426, I believe. So I think he knew we were coming for him, and he decided to step up his game. So we've got to do the same thing. Please join us if you'd like to. If not, enjoy this episode, for a limited version of this episode with ads. That's fine. We're happy that you're here. And a little programming note before we get started. One of our cameras died for a couple parts of this episode. So if you are watching the video, if it goes away for a little bit, that's what happened. We apologize. But we hope our voices do what our faces do. What? That wasn't helpful. Anyway, enjoy this podcast with me, Ryan Rosenberg, Hillary Ann Matthews, Zach Reino, and this theme song from Casey Trela.
You are the man now, dog. 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 You are the man now, dog.
911, what's your emergency?
Hi. I'm hearing noises. I'm hearing sounds. I'm not sure if someone's breaking in or what.
Okay. Sir, can I get your name?
Brian, Gladwell.
Malcolm Gladwell?
No, Brian Gladwell.
Oh, sorry.
Like the plugins. It already sounds like something.
I thought you were, I don't know what those are. I know. Okay, sorry. My mistake, sir. My mistake. I just
There's
thought you were
someone
the
right
writer
outside my
Malcolm
house.
Gladwell calling.
Let me in. There's a man pursuing me. Let me in.
Okay. Here, come on in. Are you okay?
He's coming into your house. I'm sorry. I saw your light was on, and I banged on the door, and I tried to break in.
It's okay. I locked the door.
Okay.
Can you please send a car or some officers?
You Wang Chunged the door? Sorry, did somebody just Wang Chung the door in your house?
Sir,
What is this call?
It's a 911 distress call. We're worried that
Okay.
there's someone breaking and entering.
I thought you were pranking me or being funny or something just accidentally funny was happening. All right.
She said rang, and you said Wang Chung.
I heard Wang Chung the door. I think it was an enunciation issue or maybe something on your end.
That's
but-
like a racist joke from the 80s, I think.
No, it's a song.
Okay.
It's a song. Everybody, we don't have to. I need you to know right now, I was not making a racist joke. These all
Okay,
get
sir.
recorded.
You know, I think we're actually okay. I think the guy ran away. So
No, I didn't. Bang, 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 bang. Let
he's
me
back.
in.
Shit. Send an officer, please.
Okay. Can I get your address?
3121
Don't listen
Sand.
to him. Don't give him the address. Let me into the house so I can abduct this woman.
No, get
Bang,
out
bang,
of
bang,
here.
bang, bang.
Get out of here.
I'm a
asshole.
murderer.
Okay, I'm sorry. We use
Everyone
AI
will know the
transcriptions for these, so when he talks over you, I can't get the full address. I need to hear the full address. If you could-
3121.
He's fine. Can't hang up. He's fine. Bang, bang, bang. Let me in.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? I thought you hung up for a second.
I thought I was on a new call. I was trying to hang up. Were you the guy from before?
Yeah, I'm the same guy.
Okay, but you're fine, right? The AI
No,
translation?
there's a guy.
Yeah,
right
everything's fine. Thanks. Bang, bang, bang. Let
You're
me in.
listening to the assailant.
Oh,
No.
You're okay now. You're okay now. You're inside with me. It's okay. We have big locked doors. But
Safety is an illusion. No. My name is Francesca Footlong. Please, this man's been pursuing me.
okay, Miss Footlong. Francesca Footlong. And are you? Do
it's
you
right
know
there
the?
for you. It's right there.
What's for? I'm just trying to get the information I need here, sir. Do you know the person whose house you're in right now?
No, what's your name?
My name is Brad.
What's your last name?
Wait a second. Scrolling up.
I'm in a high stress situation.
See,
I don't know my name.
Oh, do you want to know my name?
yours. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
we-
Oh,
we
we
didn't
should have
get
heard
there,
your
but you
name.
wanna know
We
it.
should have
Yeah,
heard your
what
name.
is
It's Derek Pazuki.
God damn it.
Your real name is Pazuki.
Real
God,
name is
back to the
Derek.
scene. Back to the
I
scene.
mean, we already had Miss Footlong was there.
Yeah.
Well, folks, it's another episode of the Man Dog Pod. I'm here with my co-host Ryan Rosenberg.
Thank you. My name is Ryan.
Gladewell. So those
I'm just trying to make sure I get it now.
Yeah,
'cause
no,
I really
good,
messed
good,
up
good.
in
you
that
know it in
first
real
one.
life.
I think I
Spoken like
chose
someone
4
recovering
different
from
names.
a head injury.
Absolutely.
The year
And-
is 2025,
Okay, because the year is 2025.
and my name is Ryan.
Your name is Ryan. That's convincing. They're interesting.
And I'm doing an improv comedy podcast in the year 2025.
Good, good. Well, my co-host is Mr. Dan Lippert. You're listening to him right now. He's awesome.
Oh. Holy shit, we just figured out how to introduce the show finally.
That was genuine, but it sounded so fake,
No, it's a
didn't it?
great way to
Yeah.
just guess. So my co-host is awesome, and I love him. No
Here's
one
my
ever does
co-host,
that.
fucking awesome.
And of course, you know her as Francesca Footlong. Hillary Ann Matthews is on the show. Hi.
Hillary's
Hi,
here,
yeah.
and she rocks.
And Pazuki, we don't know. What was the full? Do we get a full name? Derek
his
Derek
name is I
Pazuki.
mean, we didn't get it.
Derek
didn't
Pazuki.
He was just a criminal banging on a door.
No, he had a rich backstory. He had childhood trauma that made him
Yeah,
the
really,
way he was.
he was the victim.
The
Really.
Pazuki family was a rough family to grow up
Hot or
in.
cold,
Yeah,
can't decide.
Wow.
Or should I say a rich Zach story? That's Zach Reino, and he fucking is the sickest dude I know.
Whoa.
This guy slaps.
You're awesome. You rock. Someone's got to give it to Ryan.
Someone's got to go to thirds. Real
Ryan's
threes.
fucking radical. yo.
Yeah! Zach Reno. You ever go to Reno?
What's that?
Place a bet?
Do I ever go to the not Vegas
Hey, I'm
place?
on one today, baby.
Whoa.
Yeah.
A follow-up question to one of those. Those happen to me sometimes, where it's like, do I have to repeat this? What would you say? I asked if you ever go
What
to
I
Reno.
legitimately
Reno.
thought you were asking was if people just call me by my last name.
Yeah.
But no, I have never placed a little bet in the city of Reno, Las
Damn.
Vegas.
I bet you it would be awesome if you did.
I bet I'd fucking win every time.
Yeah.
Because I think that's how the universe works.
Yeah, you have something about you that says that you would win every time.
I had people in high school be like, "You have a gambling name."
Really? Because
Gambling
Reno? Or just because your name?
They were like, "Zach Reno, that's a
flows.
gambling name." And this was coming from a kid named Spencer Fox. So I was like, "Well, it takes
No.
one to know one, my guy."
Yeah. Go back to the forest. Or
I
you talking something
Yeah,
else?
that's what we were all saying. Go back to the
go back to the
forest.
forest. I do have to tell you guys that I am now living in a reality where Ryan did recover from a head injury and has been put back into his life where
And he's just trying to.
It's not that far off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to be taught. Can you imagine recovering from a head injury and having to be taught what improv is and that you're really big into it?
I can't.
Oh,
I
man.
can't figure out
Like,
if it
I
would
do
be,
this?
What? We just sit and do pretend.
These
scenes?
are all grown-ups that do this?
I can't figure out if it would be like the hardest thing possible to readapt. Like if like any of us got like really hurt in the head, is like, would it be impossible to get back to where we were, or because this is what we do, would it be like
Right.
easier to get back? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
we adjust phenomenally. We are absolute genius improvisers. No issues. It's all in the deep folds of our brain. No problems.
That's what I'm saying. I think.
Yeah, but we do not have any memory of our loved ones.
Yeah, I would be unable to tie my shoes, but I would be able to
But
do
he's
like
hilarious.
a fun
Third
scene
beats.
about pigs.
Yeah. You got the important part for sure. Yeah.
I like the training sequence too of that, of like where you're slow walking with the 2 bars, but someone's like supporting you as they're like, tag,
New
you
choice.
could ta- yeah.
Good object work. Good.
Good. You're not holding anything.
Go ahead.
No, please.
I was gonna say, what's the worst injury that anyone here has had?
Oh, good question.
I did have a head injury once. But
Whoa.
it was superficial. I was at a Macy's in the furniture department, and I was sitting on an ottoman, and I thought I was sitting on a chair. So I leaned back into the back of the chair.
There's no back.
There was
on
no
it,
back
man.
there, but what was behind it was a glass table, and so I like hit I hit my head on the corner of the glass table, and I was like maybe 5 or 6 years old. My mom was shopping for couches, and me and my sister were sitting quietly. And then I like kind of got up and was like, ooh, that hurt, but not that bad, just ouch. Then I pulled my hand away, and it was like blood from like my fingertip to my elbow, and I'll never forget it. Like I felt like it was in a movie.
That's
And
like horror movie stuff.
yeah, really scary. And then there was a nurse at the Macy's with a diaper bag, and she put a diaper on my head and wrapped it up to stop the bleeding. Pretty cool.
That's
my favorite part of the story.
Story started off so funny, then the reveal of your age, so it was so sad, and then diaper on your head. We're back to funny.
There we go. Full circle.
I don't think there's anything funny about having a diaper on your head in the mall.
I was
With the head
embarrassed.
injury.
I was like, don't tell anyone.
Comedy subject.
That was when I was a kid. I was like, don't tell anyone about the diaper.
That I
part.
had a
And now
diaper
I
on my
love it.
head.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha. I thought you meant while you actively had it. Like, don't mention it and no one will know.
Yeah. Don't tell the guys in the ambulance
It's
what
just
happened.
a cool hat, and no one knows. What about you?
I knock on wood. I don't. Oh, you know what? Honestly, I got stung in the toe by a stingray. And
Oh.
sometimes when it's really cold, that toe joint is very stiff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you believe?
You're like the
Yeah.
old man with a war wound.
Exactly that. I can tell when it's going to start raining.
Oh, my stingray is acting out.
My stingray. Yeah. And I was on my way to a wedding. So I like it was a pretty talk about a training montage.
Talk about a toasting.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And it was, talk about a toasting. I was on my way to a wedding.
Where did it get you on the toe? Did it get you on like the pad, or did it get you right on the end where the bone?
And which toe did you say?
Left. I did not say left big toe. Like on top. So
Left
it's
big
like
toe.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
was,
Nail up there.
was your intent for the wedding closed or open toed?
Open toed.
Yeah.
And did you still do open toed at the
I
wedding?
did. And so it
You put a diaper on your
I put a diaper on my toe. Nobody noticed. The dress covered
We're
it.
gonna have a diaper on her whole leg.
Until we were doing the conga line, and then everyone kind of when I kicked my foot out, everyone saw that I had a diaper toe. No, I like got out of the water, went to the guard shack, was like help, and an actual child was like no problem and started bandaging me up, and I was like, so how old are you? And he was like, today's my birthday, I'm 16, and I was like, I don't feel safe. And then I had to like hobble, trying to like I got into my car. I started screaming with pain, like through the streets of Santa Barbara, just being like, ah! like inside my car. It hurt so badly. And then got to a CVS and had to just like internally scream and like shake and be like, hello, may I please buy these Band-Aids and this rubbing alcohol or like whatever it was. Went back to the Airbnb. Ollie was a groomsman, so like he's nowhere to be found. Had to like
Millions of duties.
millions of duties. Yeah.
Duties as a groomsman.
When I
Tying the tie.
Standing
Shining
still
the
for a while.
shoes. No.
No.
no,
Making sure the ring is on site.
Yeah.
pointing to the ring when anyone asks where
That's
it
right.
is.
That's where it is.
Pointing to the groom when anyone asks.
Comparatively, groomsmen do nothing.
Pointing to the bride when the groom forgets.
That's the one. That's your ex. You don't go up to her. That's your wife to be.
I love you, man. That was really helpful. Where would I be without you?
No problem, my guy.
Anyways, it stopped hurting actually, and I had a great time at the wedding. Did have to show up a little bit late. Did miss the bride walking down the aisle.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Wow.
But then weeks later, it got really infected.
The 16-year-old was wrong?
The 16-year-old
What a toast.
didn't even say anything he could be wrong about. Like his
Yeah,
input
he
was
didn't
so
do it.
yeah.
He's
He
more
was-
there
he
to
was
save
like,
drowning people.
Fish got you.
Yeah. He was like, fish, they swim in the ocean.
Ocean fish, they'll get you. This one got you.
Damn, happened in the water?
Yeah.
Water fish?
Oh,
No.
shoot. Waterfish chomped your toe.
Dude.
What about you guys?
My biggest injuries are not like when you asked that question, I was like, oh, mine are all like illnesses.
Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah.
They're not like like
Bonks.
contact. They're not contact bonks. The only bonks I have were both like around 13. I was just like riding a bike, and that like shortly after it rained, went down a hill, slid out, hit my head, and like passed out, and then
Whoa,
woke back
scary.
up and was fine.
That's kind of
Yeah.
That's scary.
At 13, if people were like, you could rebuild your whole personality if you got a head injury.
Yeah.
You're
I would-
barely into improv probably at that
I
point.
know.
Yeah,
I do.
British.
I love sports, and I'm British, and
Yeah.
the sport is cricket, and I love it. I love cricket now, and I have a cricket bat.
Feels familiar.
All right, class. I'm your substitute teacher, as Mr. Phillips, and I think I will just get this out of the way. I wasn't sure if I should mention it, but why don't we just consider the diaper on my head today a hat? Because it's related to a head injury that was not bad enough that I had to go to the hospital. So yeah, we've got a hand already. It's Mr. Phillips, and I'm your substitute teacher.
Thank you. That answers my question.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yes, another question.
Is the period going to go just like the full amount today?
Yeah, we're doing 50 minutes. Yeah, we're going all the way through.
Cool.
But I hope.
Sometimes the subs let us out 5 minutes early. That's what I was going to ask.
I think we'll probably go all the way through. If we are finished with the lesson plan, I will let you out early. But
Mr. Phillips.
yes,
Sorry, I don't know if anyone else is gonna say this, but
don't.
don't. What?
Well, go ahead. It's just.
We were supposed to have a pop quiz today,
Oh, it's. Not,
and so
Oh,
are
good
we
point.
still gonna do that, or
I
are
think
we
we're all
not?
dying. I think we're all dying to know.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I was gonna give you guys the days off the pop quiz.
Well, I didn't study for it, but I did sort of gear up for it mentally. You can't really study for a pop quiz, but if
Wow.
you know it's coming, you can sort of get yourself psyched.
No, this is awesome. Yeah, we'll do the pop quiz. I do want to just, this has been on my mind since I was about 12 years old. There was I think an Apple Jacks or a Corn Pops commercial where they have to eat their breakfast fast. They go, we have to go fast. We have a pop quiz today. There's no way you would know you had a pop quiz today. A pop quiz is a surprise. So it surprised me in the commercial. That's the whole thing with the pop quiz part of it. You would just have a quiz, right?
Yeah, I mean, Miss Smith is kind of like cool that way, so she was kind of like, and tomorrow there may or may not be a pop quiz, wink, wink.
Okay,
so then
that
it's
makes
like,
more sense.
That's why I got myself all geared up for it.
Yeah,
Okay, that
but
makes
the
more
Apple
sense.
Jacks commercial, I have nothing to say to that. I don't understand the justification either.
Do you have one on?
Why would the cereal help?
Well, they needed a quick breakfast, and the Apple Jacks was part of a balanced breakfast.
A
Or the Corn
complete
Pops, I can't
breakfast.
remember.
A
But
complete
why'd they have
breakfast
to eat it fast?
because they had to get to school for their pop quiz.
Yeah.
But wouldn't the same logic apply? They don't know they have a pop quiz. It's just a quiz.
Good job.
But
That's right, Kevin. I think it suggests that otherwise maybe they're just late for school.
I'm in kind
Katie,
of a-
hold on though. Wouldn't it be so much more efficient just to like drive faster rather like how far away is the school? Are we like, how much time are we saving by eating the cereal faster?
Let's say the school is 12 minutes away. How much time
Mr.
does it?
Phillips, how far away is the school?
It is Phillips. I
Is it
appreciate you
Phillips or
checking. No,
Phillips?
there we go. Yeah, it's
Oh.
Phillips.
Oh, okay.
What's
look,
with the diaper?
I'm in a.
Oh, thank you for asking. I'm babysitting later this week.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Oh,
So
forgot
that's why we
about
got
that.
this bag right
You're
here.
so responsible.
Thanks, yeah. Just love the little neighborhood kids.
You're so responsible.
And if
I'm
any of
trying
you
to be
have
you.
like little like small siblings, I am looking to expand my business.
That's good for you.
What's with the head injury?
Oh, I tripped and fell earlier.
Oh, Kate,
Aw.
no.
Yeah,
No.
it's okay. It's just superficial.
Oh, good.
But I'm-
Cosmetic?
Cosmetic.
It's
Yeah,
a
is that what they
cosmetic
call it?
issue.
Not that you look bad, but I just a different word.
Yeah, I guess it's cosmetic. With head injuries, I think that they say that if it bleeds, that's good because it means that it's closer to the surface
Yeah.
as opposed to deep internal bleeding.
Well,
In
then
news,
you're
they
doing
say
really
if it
good.
bleeds, it leads.
My
Is
mom
that
said
relevant?
that.
It bleeds in the news.
In the news, they say if it bleeds, it leads.
I see.
I do want to get to the pop quiz.
Sorry, Mr. Phillips, we're in the middle of a thing right here.
Yeah, I do. Okay, well, yeah, I'll let you
Mr.
finish.
Phillips?
It is Phillips. Thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
There's
Thank you.
what appears to be some fecal matter dribbling out of your hat.
Sorry about that. That was mine. I was going to the bathroom and all the toilets were closed, and so I had to go in a bag.
Can I
and
ask
I'd
a
actually-
follow-up question?
Of course.
When you say closed, do you mean like
physically
like
lids
the
shut.
lids were down?
Lids were shut, and for some reason, saran wrapped closed. I'm not really sure what it was, so I went in a bag because it was all I had on me.
Sure, like
but
you
then
do.
I had to. But then I got to class because I didn't want to be late. I heard we had a sub. Figured we might leave early. So then I set the bag down accidentally in what I thought was your hat.
Uh-huh.
What is?
What?
What actually is that
What
hat?
I've actually never seen a hat like that.
Well, it's not a big deal. You're also inquisitive and helpful. Well, the stink is from you. When you make that stinking sound, that is from you.
Oh yeah, that's right. I actually don't mind it. Actually, it doesn't smell bad to me. You know how it like can't smell bad if it's from you?
Yeah.
Is that true?
It is for me 100% of the time.
I was pretty scarred by. Are we?
Hillary's done. So let's move on. Scene's
Yeah, you're
over.
100%
Scene's over.
Was that an
That's
edit?
fair. Yes. Hillary's done.
No,
Hillary
I
is
was
done
actually
with it.
still Katie in that, but then I got scared that everyone else was back to being.
No, we were all still going. That question made me think that you were.
That's really funny.
I thought everyone knew and just I didn't know.
No, you were right there. You were with us. We were all.
What was it? You were scarred by a bazooki?
I was scarred by that Austin Powers line delivered by I think apologies it's his name, the fat bastard, and he's
Just fat bastard, not the.
um,
Lose
just
the
fat bastard. Okay,
Yeah,
Just
the
cleaner.
the is
Facebook.
offensive.
Yeah, it's cleaner.
That makes him feel like a whale or
Yeah,
something.
it's just fat bastard.
Like a monster lurking.
He's
in
got
the-
a name.
in the night. Yeah, and I wonder if it was in the movie or if it was in a preview because I didn't get to see a lot of cool movies when I was younger, and it was him saying you always like the smell of your own perfume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, again, I don't know, just one older sister, like not exposed to a ton of like raunchy humor or like toilet humor, and I just simply my brain chemistry was forever changed. I was kind of like, that's what the world is like, that's what people are like.
Was that
I
what
can
you
confirm
were,
that is in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That line is in that movie.
Was that what you were going to interject with in the scene?
Yeah,
You were
it's just-
immediately going to talk about fat bastard. I love that.
Yes. I just was, drawing on my own life, and that was going to be Katie's point of reference.
You always like the smell of your own perfume.
Yeah. That was going to be her personal view.
I think that's so cool.
I think those are riffs too. They just let him riff for a while. They rolled the camera and he just started talking.
And that's
about
what he
it.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His own
Genius.
Wow.
parts. Well, folks, this is a lot of firsts in this episode.
Yep.
First time on all of these new microphones.
Oh my God, Dan hooked up the new studio vibe.
It's a new studio vibe. How good does everyone sound? Let us know in the chat.
Crisp sounds.
Does it sound crispy?
I do the sound cocoa crispy.
Now, I did get these from a little Italian breakfast man, so it kind of changes everyone's voice. I don't know if you noticed.
Cereal Luigi.
Hello, my name is Mario Luigi Cereal.
Yeah.
You already said Luigi, my bad.
No, I said Cereal Luigi. You were Mario Luigi cereal.
That's right. Thank you, brother.
Um,
Not that they were brothers. They could have been any kind of Mario and Luigi.
yes.
Not all Italian men are brothers.
Yeah.
No.
Dan.
Not
all Italian men love taking tubes to the sewer, Dan.
I
It's
met
just this-
two Italian men. And then I found out later they were brothers,
Okay.
and that they like taking tubes to the sewer to save a princess.
What do they wear?
Overalls,
Stereotype.
that match their hats.
Okay.
That's just my lived experience.
Yeah. You know what's so funny? And this is this is how this show works, right? You're never going to reach.
I'm happy with what we're doing. I'm very happy with what we're doing.
This is one of those like Berenstain Bears type thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mario and Luigi both have blue overalls.
Oh, is that right? They don't match.
Their hats match their shirts.
Right. The shirts
Ah.
underneath are the.
But I
yeah.
always forget that because when you think of it, it's like, yeah, Luigi.
I
Like
wish-
my wife went to school in green overalls one time, and her students were immediately like, Luigi.
and she had to be like, well, no, actually.
Yeah, that didn't help.
Didn't win her any respect.
Well, Zach, just so you know, we can always pause the podcast, and you can let me know that stuff off mic, and I can correct myself.
No,
It's
I don't
normal.
talk off mic. Not to you.
Our relationship is professional only.
We're barely making it through this fucking episode.
No.
Well, we now have, and thank you for that information, by the way.
Hey, you're welcome. So
We
no one makes a fucking fool of themselves in the schoolyard.
God, I'd be really embarrassed.
For our Big Dog and Boss Hog subscribers, we have opened up the ability to contribute to our episodes with, you can give us a story, you can ask us a question, or you can do an Am I the Asshole? Something that's happened to you where you wonder if you were in the right or the wrong. And so we've got a few of them already. We'll start with it today, but if you are not a Big Dog or a Boss Hog subscriber, join us up there if you want to share as part of our episodes. This one is from Lachlan. Thank you, Lachlan. It starts with TLDR. So he's already given us a too long didn't read. Text-wise, it's looking longer, but...
Oh, you don't know how long the original was.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you for, I guess, show us the original. But barely a story, he says, or they say, but I've worked in hotels for years, and I've walked into some weird stuff. I've worked in hospitality for almost a decade. At the ripe old age of 18, I started out on the housekeeping team at a hotel in Portland that no longer exists, RIP. My main task was maintaining public spaces, setting up coffee service in the AM, and whatever other odd jobs were required. Are you all there?
Yeah.
Are you living in this world?
Yes.
In between all my regular duties, I was expected to stay on top of guest requests. Need extra coffee? I got it. Want a hairdryer? It's flying in. Forget your toothbrush? We're on it. It's a great
you can
idea.
use mine.
I'll lick your
professional.
teeth clean.
This is where I started licking people's teeth. It's a great idea on paper, but it was the most annoying thing in the world. Unfortunately, it also led to me walking in on people in some of their most intimate moments. Most notably, I received a request for a coffee maker to the room. When I got up there, I knocked on the door 3 times, didn't hear an answer, and announced that I was about to enter. The room was dark, so I assumed that the guests were out on the town. I rounded the corner and walked in on a couple engaging in some pup play. Not trying to yuck their yum, it's just the facts. Collars, masks, the whole 9 yards. I said, I'll just leave this on the ground, and walked out. Neither of them said a word to me, they just stared. Before you ask, yes, they were doing it doggy style. On another occasion, there was a massive leak in an AC pipe on the top floor. I was working the 3 p.m. to 11 p.m., and it was late enough that all maintenance staff had gone home. I got stuck helping out until they could make their way back. I had to make my way to all rooms that would be affected by the water and let the guests know that they would be moving to a dry room. The very first door I knocked on, I heard a very distinct "come in." So I opened the door and saw a man fighting for his life on the toilet with the AC water cascading onto him from the ceiling. He was completely bothered by the water and did not seem to give a fuck that a scrawny teenager was watching him drop a life-changing Duke. I let him know that we can move him to a different room immediately, and he said, nah, the water's only in the bathroom. It's not a big deal. I'll call you guys if it makes it to the bed. That wasn't an option, obviously. The water wasn't clean. He thankfully agreed to move. I just cannot fathom being that relaxed or unbothered in the situation that he was in.
God.
Thank you, Lachlan, for the...
Yes, Lachlan,
Lachlan,
thank you.
thank you, and I'm so
stories.
sorry.
I bet you working in a hotel is just nonstop crazy stories. Like,
I think that couple knew he was about to come in.
Thank you so much. I agree.
Yes.
They ordered something up so that he would come in and see them.
Yeah.
And
Just
it would be part
feels-
of...
Third costume.
Yeah.
First of all,
Perfectly laid out.
dogs hear really well, so there's no way they didn't hear you knock 3
Yeah,
times.
right. Come on. And dogs famously don't drink coffee.
Yeah.
So that was a
So that's a
trick.
that's a
two.
big lie.
Are these dogs or not? Is that what we're asking? These are dogs or not?
Thanks everybody for coming over. The restroom's right around the corner there if you need it. I'll take your coats there. And just so you know, in the restroom, there's a bit of a leak in the ceiling. So it is going right on to you as you're using the toilet, but it hasn't moved to any other parts of the house. So just beware of that. We have a little newspaper you can put above your head if it really bothers you.
Okay, well, thank you for having us over. What a nice place you have.
Thanks for coming.
Interesting.
Yeah,
thanks.
thank you.
Thanks, Ben. It's so funny that we've worked together for 2 years, and this is the first time we're finally doing this.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. We just don't get to. It's fun to see how what everyone's lives are outside of work. I don't even recognize you all when you're not in suits.
Yeah, why don't you take better care of your bathroom?
Oh, it's not a big deal. It's just right above the toilet, and it's not hitting any other part of the house, and that's already where you make your mess. So it's like it's all right that that's still messy, and eventually I'll get that taken care of. We've just been so busy, obviously trying to close the window.
Do you not use the toilet?
I don't really even understand the
Well,
question.
you said the toilet is where you make your mess. But
I know.
I'm picturing the water is falling onto the toilet.
I know. Yeah.
So if no one is on the toilet, then it's fine.
I know. Yeah.
But at some point, if you're on the toilet, now the water's not hitting the toilet; it's hitting you.
It's hitting
I'm sorry.
you.
The
I must have
Windows
been-
deal is so important, and maybe I sort of skated over that. It's been really great working with all three of you.
Of course.
Do you have a
and-
second bathroom?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But that's the private bathroom. That's
Mm.
I don't want you to see my bedroom. It's a little bit of a private area and whatever. I guess we'll open up the master bathroom because that seems like an issue for you guys.
Cool.
So
Thank
no
you.
problem.
Charcuterie?
yes.
May I?
Yes.
Oh,
it's
I love
Wow.
Trader Joe's cheese.
Oh yeah. This is
They have good cheese.
Mm-hmm.
What a spread. This
No.
is, wow. Is this all
Ben.
Trader Joe's? This is beautiful.
No, it's gorgeous. So
Thank
you
you.
said you
Thank
said
you,
if
Gary.
I love this stuff.
Yeah, I went right before this.
you said you said if it really bothers us, just back to the bathroom thing, that we could put that there is. I think you said, "quote there's a newspaper
You did
that
say
you
that,
can
yeah.
hold above your head." So
God, you're
First
just
of
the
all-
Windows guy. You're leading the Windows account. I can't believe this.
Yeah. I mean, what?
that's amazing. Yeah.
I've just been so stacked up that the easiest thing for me was just, I guess I'm seeing that it's bothering you guys. You know how you do something that becomes normal to you, and then when other people see you, go like, oh, I guess I've become comfortable with whatever situation. So I'm sorry about that.
No
yeah, I guess
worries.
I talk to my cats out loud, like they're people.
Right.
Right.
Totally.
When no one else is around.
Right. You wouldn't do it at the office, but at home it's pretty normal. No, we're
Oh.
saying it's normal. We're not.
No, Ben, I think it's
Remember
pretty
how
normal.
we were all being really polite to you? You're doing the craziest thing in the
Ben.
world, and we're being really polite to you.
Sorry.
You're
I couldn't
totally
I couldn't
flipping
hide
that-
my shock. I couldn't hide my shock.
That he talks to his cats.
Wait,
Out
what?
loud. Like they're people.
No, I know. It's not that weird.
They don't understand a word he's saying. I'm sorry, dude. I am so sorry, dude.
It's all good.
I couldn't
I
hide
need
my
to
shock.
eat some of this good cheese.
That's all Trader Joe's there. That's
Fantastic.
all.
Is it
Hey.
fresh?
Trader
When did you go?
Joe's. I went earlier today.
Okay.
Trader Joe's prosciutto. This is good stuff. Hey, let me check out your patio. Didn't you just get like a new in-ground whole grill thing and everything? I want to see that.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm so stoked on this. So yeah, this is
Wow, gorgeous out here.
now the grill is locked in the ground right here. So it's just right in this spot.
You were saying that as you were grilling, it kept rolling away from you, right?
Right. Well, the whole patio's on an incline, so my grill was just
Gorgeous,
rocking
though.
and rolling.
Gorgeous view.
Yeah, beautiful view. So
Beautiful
I did.
steep hill.
Usually the patio goes over the hill. It's
Yeah.
not done
You
with
built
the
it flush with the
grade.
hill.
So I guess I'm getting. So you don't know how to use your house.
Did you build this house?
Yeah, it's all. It's. I mean, obviously with contractors and stuff, but I was heavily involved. The same with the windows deal.
What are the parts that you did?
Patio, roof above the toilet.
This episode is brought to you by Hulu, presenting Paradise. Paradise is Hulu's critically acclaimed addictive drama series, starring Sterling K. Brown, Julianne Nicholson, and James Marsden. The Daily Beast calls Paradise your next TV obsession, and the New York Times says it's exhilarating in all the right ways. Paradise is for your Emmy consideration in all categories, including Outstanding Drama Series. For more information, visit fyc.hulu.com.
This episode is brought to you by LinkedIn. Healthcare professionals can lead their careers with LinkedIn. Discover jobs by specialty, preferred shifts, and even desired salary. From mental health therapists to radiology technicians, it's now faster and easier for healthcare professionals to find the right fit. Learn more at linkedin.com/healthcare. Side effects may include faster job placement, improved work-life balance, and increased career satisfaction.
I'm gonna guess garage too.
Oh, you saw the garage.
Yeah, the garage door somehow rolls from the floor up.
Yeah.
Isn't that so cool?
Honestly, that part's dope.
Yeah,
That
Except
unfortunately.
that
cool,
you do have
yeah.
to. It doesn't mean you can't put anything on the floor of the garage.
Well, you can't put anything on the floor, and the other because you are parked on the garage.
Correct.
door.
If you're on the floor, you can no longer
So it can't
And is that
open
a-
or
open cars
close.
in the garage.
No.
Is that a fountain in there? It just kind of shoots out of the side of the wall. That's a fountain.
That's unintentional. Yeah, that's unintentional. That was.
Oh, that's coming from the bathroom.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. So you said unintentional.
So not a so not a fountain. A leak.
We keep trying to give you grace. We're really trying to give you grace here.
Yeah.
You're
Well-
such a good Windows guy.
Yeah, I just I'm sure that like who could you even think of like who is the Pink Panther, the old one?
Yeah.
Steve,
No, the
Martin.
old Pink Panther before Steve Martin.
Selleck.
Peter
Peter
Sellers.
Sellers.
Yeah, Peter Sellers.
Tom
I'm sure-
Selleck.
Peter
No, I was
Selleck.
right the first time. Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck, the Pink Panther.
Peter Sellers?
Peter Sellers.
Or is it Tom Selleck?
this is a good question.
I thought it was Sellers, but I don't know. You seem pretty confident about Selleck.
See, you said Sellers. My brain went, that sounds right. But then what I said, I want to be right.
Wait,
Yes,
wait.
But I think
Sellers.
it is Peter Sellers.
Didn't you get a wine cellar put in?
I was about to say, would you guys like to see the wine cellar?
Oh, it's so hot. Oh my God. This is,
Whoa.
oh wow. Really
Yes,
extremely brightly lit and very hot in here.
Wow.
And the wine's all sort of in a pool. Sort of not in bottles.
Yeah, you save so much money for you don't have to chill it and you don't have to chill the bottles. It's
Do you
just
have to
in
heat
the
it,
hot
though?
pool.
I thought you
'Cause
did
we're
have
underground.
to
Why
chill
is it so
I think
hot?
you do.
Well, it is so hard to cool underground. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys right now. Contractors hold a lot of power in the building of the house. If you get into one disagreement with a contractor and try to prove them wrong, it can snowball.
When
It
you
can
try to
really
prove
snowball.
them wrong.
Well, I tried to prove my contractor wrong on the ceiling above the toilet.
Right. He said,
He said flush.
and you
Flush
said,
with all the walls.
yeah, flush with the
So
wall.
you're
I
getting,
said you
you're
needed
getting
to be
flush
higher-
and flush confused.
Yeah, exactly.
you're getting,
Exactly,
You're
I
getting
was
flush
gonna
as right
say.
next to and
Flush
flush as
with
in
the
two
No, I want the
excrete.
toilet to flush.
Yeah.
I don't think the backyard should have been getting any sort of flush. The backyard is too steep for any sort of building.
I
to
guess
be
we
honest.
disagree. Don't forget.
Yeah, he talks
loud
out loud to his cat.
cats.
Yeah.
And we saw how
You-
much you ate all that cheese right
That's
away.
true, I ate all
We're
the cheese.
all unusual out of work.
But
in our
you
own
use
ways.
the
I'm
same
still
newspaper?
normal.
You reuse the same newspaper? Why such an absorbent thing? Why not even an umbrella?
Okay, so what do I do when it rains?
You use your newspaper.
See? Okay, hey, it's me one last time. Thanks for watching this episode of the Man Dog Pod. If you'd like to watch or listen to the rest of the episode and our entire backlog of podcasts, go to patreon.com/mandog and you can support us there. Thanks. Bye.